It is night 13 of the 2021 G1 Climax tournament, and I'm here to talk all about it. Welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this isn't your first visit to my channel, but if it is, allow me to introduce myself. I am the natural Chris Black of the Saturday Night SlamCasters podcast, independent professional wrestler, and everybody's favorite narcissist. Now today we return to the A block for this night of tournament action, and I have 6 exciting matches to go over. So without further ado, let's get it. In the opening match, we have El Desperado and Kanemaru defeating the team of Fujita and Oiwa. These young lions got the opportunity to face the junior heavyweight tag team champions. Oiwa locks up with Kanemaru to start the match off, and Oiwa, he's got some nice grappling skills, giving Kanemaru a bit of a challenge. When Fujita tags in, he works a really good headlock on Kanemaru, and he's in control thus far in the match. When he tags Oiwa back in, he gets cut off with a back suplex. Kanemaru tags out, and El Desperado starts bringing the heat. The tag team champs go to work, but Oiwa, he's a fighter. He gets a nice gut-wrench suplex on El Desperado and tags out to his partner Fujita. Fujita gets in and goes for the crab. El Desperado fights being turned over, so Fujita starts giving him some hard kicks to the back, nice, in order to get him to turn over. Their inexperience is a bit of a disadvantage as El Desperado regains control and locks in that leg submission. Oiwa jumps in to break it up. Kanemaru disposes of Oiwa, and El Desperado puts on the numero dos for the win for his team. Afterwards, El Desperado joins the commentary team straight from the ring. What a professional that man is. All right, getting into tournament action. We have Tomohiro Ishii defeating Himuro Takahashi. Himuro is stepping in for Naito. As we all know, he has withdrawn for the tournament due to injury. Himuro gets the jump on Ishii and the match is off to a hot start. Both avoiding each other's attacks, and they stand off in the middle of the ring. Ishii is keeping up with Himuro's speed and takes him down with a hard shoulder tackle. Then he starts landing the chops. Takahashi is striking back, but is soon taken down by a hard knife-edge chop by Ishii. Ishii is now baiting him to keep chopping and starts to abuse him in the corner for his troubles, giving him that nice chop and forearm combo, and then he starts talking shit. Himuro keeps exchanging chops with Ishii. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Himuro fights back, finally putting Ishii down with some drop kicks and a Falcon Arrow, but the big man doesn't stay down long. They continue to trade forearms, and Himuro really needs to stop doing that, as Ishii starts leaning into the attacks before putting Himuro back on his ass. Himuro is fighting like a man possessed, trying to put Ishii down, and he's actually putting up one hell of a fight. He delivers a Death Valley driver to Ishii on the apron. Man, this match is great. These two are giving the crowd one hell of a fight. There is one spot with Himuro doing a wheelbarrow and turns it into a bulldog, but Ishii bumps it kind of like a DDT, so his head is just planted right on the mat, landing kind of awkwardly. As we hit the 15-minute mark, Takahashi nails a time bomb, but Ishii kicks out at 2. I gotta admit, Takahashi got a lot of offense in on Ishii, and it was almost like Ishii was fighting from underneath during some points. Ishii almost takes Himuro's head off with a lariat before delivering the vertical drop brainbuster for the win. Damn, maybe Takahashi should have taken Naito's spot in the tournament. He did a great job against Ishii. Moving on, we have Zack Sabre Jr. defeating KENTA. These two men get in each other's face before the bell rings. Zack pushes KENTA away. They start to exchange forearms to start the match. KENTA is baited, and Zack goes after the leg. He takes him outside, continues working on the leg, and then starts taunting him with kicks, which gets him slapped hard. Zack continues his attack on the leg though, being cocky as fuck, but KENTA caught him slipping, and now it's his turn to do some kicking and taunting. KENTA removes one of the turnbuckle pads, throws Zack into that exposed turnbuckle not once but twice. As he's fighting up, Zack does that neck crank, Not once, but twice. Zack has some really nice European uppercuts. Man, them things look painful. As we hit the 10-minute mark, Zack escapes a green killer and traps the arm in the ropes, putting some more punishment on the arm. Kenta with a running boot, delayed drop kick, and the double stomp combo doesn't finish Zack off, so he goes for the go to sleep, but instead is put into a cobra twist, which Kenta escapes, goes for the game over. Zack reverses into a triangle, Kenta with another reverse to the game over, and Zack escapes, traps the arm, but Kenta gets to the rope. These guys are just going move for move to finish each other off. Zack is working the arm and the leg, so he has options when it comes to submissions. He can pick either one. Zack goes for the PK kick, but his leg gets caught. Zack is now slapping Kenta to release his leg, and Kenta lays the pimp hand down on Zack. Maybe Kenta should have been the Tokyo Pimp. 20 minutes in, Kenta barely escapes another submission attempt. Zack slaps Kenta one too many times because Kenta really starts putting the pimp hand down like, bitch, where's my money? Zack blocks one go to sleep, but gets thrown into the exposed buckle and then is picked up and hit with the go to sleep for the win. Kenta with another assist from the exposed buckle. Next match, we have Toru Yano defeating Yujiro Takahashi. Yujiro gets the drop on Yano with a running boot, knocking him off the apron, skipping Yano's lengthy introduction. He follows it up with the world's slowest suicide dive. We get lots of shenanigans. As always, it's a Yano match. Yujiro tapes up Yano's arms and sits him down on the chair. When he runs and gives him the boot, however, and falls back, that pops the tape. So Yano, being the professional that he is trying to hide the fact that the tape is broken, leaning more on his right side to hide it. And as the count starts, Yano breaks out of the tape and beats the count. Yujiro, Lord, he tries to remove the turnbuckle and is jobbing out to the turnbuckle. So he stops and then starts giving Yano some stomps. Good cover. Yujiro goes to another corner and is still fumbling around like a virgin trying to take a bra off for the first time. But he finally does get it off, starts removing more of the turnbuckles, throwing Yano into the exposed buckle. At the 5-minute mark, man, all that happened in 5 minutes? Anyway, Yano finally starts getting some offense. Really not too much more to this match. We get some low blows. Yujiro tries to put handcuffs on Yano, but he escapes and goes under the ring. Yujiro follows him underneath. We start hearing some commotion, and Yano comes out after the ref starts counting. At the count of 13, Yano gets back into the ring. Yujiro slowly but surely slides from underneath the ring with his hands handcuffed behind his back and is counted out. So Yano walks away with the 2 points. Yujiro learned a valuable lesson in NTY. Never trust Yano. Alright, in the next match, we have Shingo Takagi defeating Tanga Loa. Tanga Loa attacks first with a flurry of forearms in the corner. Shingo reverses it and returns the favor. Then they start trading forearms. Shingo takes down Tanga Loa with the shoulder tackle. Now I guess they've established who's the stronger of the two. They take the fight to the apron. Tanga Loa back suplexes Shingo. Man, it looked nasty when he fell. And that changed things. Realizing that Shingo would beat the count, Tanga Loa goes back out and retrieves him at the count of 8 in order to stay on top of him. Tanga Loa now fully in charge of the match with the champ, and he's looking good at doing it, keeping him in a weakened state. He puts him in the Operation Jado Killer, which is a crossface, but Shingo's able to get out, mounts a comeback, gaining some momentum. But since he's been weakened, Tanga Loa is able to outpower Shingo. And here's a spot that could have ended horribly. Shingo was sitting on the top rope. Tanga Loa climbs up onto the second rope, picks him up for a power slam. However, his right foot slips off of the ropes and he falls straight down. It's a good thing that he protected Shingo by rotating him for the slam. Once he felt that his feet were slipping, Shingo could have been dropped right on his head if he hadn't have done that. So, back to the match. As they stand, Shingo starts to fight up, escaping another power slam, gets a sliding lariat, but is unable to capitalize. They start trading blows back and forth. Shingo throws a hard right jab. Tanga headbutts him, and both men are down again. Shingo once again starts to fight upwards, nails a hanging GTR off the ropes, then hits a last of the dragon for the victory. Man, good match between these two guys. All right, we have Kota Ibushi defeating the Great-O-Kahn. This match starts out like it's Tekken or something. You got Great-O-Kahn trying to grapple. Ibushi is standing like a kickboxer, and they're squaring off like they're about to have a kickboxing match. Great-O-Kahn takes him down to the mat, and they roll around a bit. This goes on for a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, it is a change of pace. It kind of reminds me of the Ibushi versus Minoru Suzuki and Taichi match at last year's G1, and I love both of those. But I don't know, something about this match didn't have the same essence. Anyway, Great-O-Kahn has had control of this match for the first 15 minutes, working over a leg, then the arm, using a grounded offense. He's taken away Ibushi's speed and ability to build momentum in order to attack. Not until Ibushi uses a ground attack by kicking the legs, he's able to get Great-O-Kahn down. He even puts him in a figure four. Great-O-Kahn escapes and nails Ibushi with a straight right jab, which didn't look too good because his fist landed by the side of his head, so it was a straight jab, but it looked like it was off the mark. Ibushi gets that look in his eye, that I don't give a fuck look, starts a series of palm strikes, and then a bumboye. Great-O-Kahn is down, he turns, and I notice he has a busted nose. It's not dripping, but there's definitely some color underneath. Ibushi hits a hard knee to a charging Great-O-Kahn, which takes both men out. Ibushi has two Kamigoyes blocked, but is able to hit the third for the win. And with that, we are looking at a four-way tie at the top. All right, let's get to some of these points. So at the bottom and eliminated, we have Yujiro, Takahashi, and Tanga Loa, both at 4 points. Great-O-Kahn at 6 points. And at 8 points, you have Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii just barely still in the tournament. And tie for first place, you have KENTA, Shingo Takagi, Kota Ibushi, and Zack Sabre Jr. But it's about that time. Let's go ahead and take it home. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you've been enjoying all of my reviews of the G1 Climax thus far, would you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell while you're at it so that you are notified every time new episodes are posted. My goal is to hit 100 subscribers by the end of October. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out all of my past reviews of the tournament thus far, just so you get caught up. You can follow me on all social media. Links are in the description. That'll take you to my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. And don't forget to give the Saturday Night SlamCasters some love. Links are also in the description. That'll take you to our podcast host site, our YouTube channel, Facebook page, and our Facebook group. Thanks again for tuning in. Until next time, come get slammed.